Okay, so this is a super quick video, but I made a video on it earlier, but it was like really long, and I just wanted to give um, a specific explanation of it. So, why people are going crazy? Why is there so much confusion in the world? The reason is people are trying to apply unholistic consciousness to a world that is rising, to a earth that is rising in frequency. And they can't understand the higher frequency, therefore they are confused. And then some people go crazy. That's why people are going crazy for as we get more and more enveloped into the age of information, the age of Aquarius. So for example, like the whole thing, like it's a very leftist concept, I think, where it's like and you can equate the left and the right, the Republican and the Democrat, is like left brain Democrat and right brain Republican thinking. But since we're moving towards a more holistic consciousness, energetically we're at a very, very auspicious time for spiritual evolution, because the energy, the cycle is closing. The energy has converged from the age of Pisces as we splinter back outwards cyclically into the age of Aquarius, where it will be where the right hand path, the positive path, will be information of the soul, and the left hand negative path will be information of the world. Boom. And those that choose their path choose their path. But the people who are choosing belief in the world at this time are going down we're watching them separate from the right-hand pathers. We're watching them go fucking nuts and go crazy and, like, you know what I'm saying? You offended me because you called me a fucking whatever, fucking social justice warrior and all that stupid shit. Like, they really, like, give a fuck about all human shit, right? Belief in the world. Jesus never taught no stupid shit like that. Jesus wouldn't fuck with none of this shit. That's like going on in the world. He'd be like, what the fuck? That's why I'm saying it now, because I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is, man. I already know what it is. So you're thinking, like, what would Jesus do? He would call that shit out. He'd be like, y'all tripping. But whatever, you know, free will, you know what I'm saying? Humanity gets its choice. But, oh my.
All right, so family, it's a whole day later. After that little cutoff, I just said, fuck it. I had ate some food. I had watched Naruto, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So it is Friday. I recorded the original video on Thursday, but what I was saying still stands. Like, motherfuckers going crazy. And I really think that it's, since the frequency is getting higher, they're misconstrued in the energy, and they don't know how to understand the energy. So it's causing a lot of confusion because they're not properly assessing themselves and the energy around them in the collective. For instance, like the transgender movement, like that is like a demonic, and it's only demonic because it's like worldly. I don't mean demonic as in evil. I mean demonic as in like dualistic, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole little paradigm or whatever, like the people pushing it, honestly, like you probably can't even like blame them, because they just like the occult phenomenon behind it is the merging of the divine feminine and the divine masculine into a more holistic energy, creating more holistic beings who are more balanced. But you know what I'm saying? Because people are unbalanced and people aren't, the frequency's getting higher, and they still stuck in a Piscean age way of thinking. Well, the principle of it, I really don't give a fuck what anybody or what you identify as. Whatever. If you want to, yeah, that whole like phenomenon or whatever, like where people are raising hell about that and people are really confused about it, people are stressed out about that. Like that's really just coming from a state of like not understanding the spiritual significance of the masculine and the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? It's just really we need more educators on this shit, man. Like to teach people like, okay, this was really going on. I'm not blaming you for saying you want to be a man. I'm not blaming you for saying you want to be a woman. But listen to this. This is more holistic. Doing it in your consciousness instead of like acting like you a man or whatever the fuck, or acting like you a woman. Like if you gon' act more like a man, if you a woman, like shit, you might as well just integrate all the positive principles of masculinity into your life, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? You operating more holistically, but people aren't on this level. So now that the earth is rising in frequency and more people are getting like this, motherfuckers is going mad. Motherfuckers is going mad. Like and it's crazy like to see, and I'm like, damn, this shit like crazy as fuck, but sometimes it be funny as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got discernment, you can see through all the bullshit of the world. That's why you gotta have belief in self, belief in God, over belief in the world. That's what the prophet Yeshua taught 2,000 years ago. But it's all just coming full circle 2,000 years later. So, yeah, it's quite funny. But, yeah, I think that's the video. Yeah, motherfuckers just going crazy because the frequency getting higher, basically. And they don't know how to interpret it. So they just misconstrued it and just make up shit, basically. So, yeah, that's the video. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.